Introduce yourselves.
I mean, you already kind of introduced us, but you want us to like go more in depth with like who we are and stuff?
Sure.
Like, okay. Well, all right, I'll go first, I guess.
Max, go away.
Well, my name is Chris. I go by the name of Foolish. I make music with Tony over here. And yeah, as of now, that's all I got.
That's all you
Tony,
got.
introduce yourself, maybe.
My name's Tyler. I make music.
Maybe talk into the microphone.
Talk into the mic. Yeah, that usually helps.
That'd be a nice idea.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, my bad. Yeah, my name's Tyler. I make music with Foolish over here. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Nothing. Just whatever you say.
Is that it?
Say it. You see, like linearly into the microphone.
I don't know what that word means. I'm not that sure.
Straight into the microphone.
Just straight into the mic.
Not like not so much like this, but like this.
All right,
So,
I got it.
I'm just letting you know.
All right, yeah, we're good. We got it, guys.
We're good. All right, we're professionals here. So
it's obvious.
So, yeah. So a little bit of background information from my side. We all go to the same high school. Me and Chris graduated together, actually. We were friends for like 4 years, and then had to fall out because of some high school stuff. Anyway, so it was just very immature. So yeah, that was fun. And then I recently found him on SoundCloud and I like a year and a half ago or something when you first started, I was like, oh man, it's 8th grade all over again. And then yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, because me and him used to be like, we used to try to make a rap group. My name was K-O-K-A-Y-O-H.
It was his initials.
It was my initials. Yes,
that's how we got it.
I like that.
It was super original, exactly. So that was nice. That was so bad.
Do you remember when I actually rapped in front of the whole school?
Yeah, you rapped in front of the entire middle school. That was so cool.
You remember that too? Yeah, that was interesting. At the time, my rapper name was Glass Cane.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, that's like a dangerous object, don't you think? Like, if you can you imagine like your grandmother walking with a glass cane, and like she hits the floor too hard with it, and like it just shatters and she falls like that's a stupid name. I feel like.
You originally wanted the name The Prophet or something like that.
Yeah,
but then Matt Gary stole it.
Yeah.
Matt Gary stole it
from you.
He
was like, nah, I'm the Prophet. I was like, fine.
Yeah, that was fun. And then like you used to hang out with my brother, I believe, Tony.
Oh yeah, that was a really weird time. To be honest,
because that was a really weird
we would just
time.
go over to the house and just play video games for
like
10 hours straight. That's all I did with my life.
And chicken patties.
Oh no, that was you and me. Yeah, just chicken patties all the time. We had a time where like it was me, my brother, and Kyle Sosa, and we used to go. There's a video of my brother going into the freezer at the Giant and he picks up the box of Hot Pockets. He goes like, dude, it's so lit. And then he grabs like 12 different boxes and then walks out. And it's so funny. Jeez. It's so funny because our chicken patties was Kyle Sosa and I's Hot Pockets.
Wow.
It was hilarious. Bought them like every night. It was disgusting.
That's very unhealthy.
But
it was so funny.
That was his diet for years. Just chicken patty, water, coffee maybe.
Chicken patty, water,
maybe
coffee. No, it was coffee. And then we made fun of my brother for putting
like half the freaking container of coffee.
Yeah.
In there.
He put a splash of coffee in his creamer. So So now, moving on to a different question. How did each of you individually get into making music? Or did you guys just kind of start together?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll start then since I'm already talking. Anyway. Well, I mean, I kind of got into music just because like I've always kind of liked music. Like I've always been more like if you put a video game in front of me versus like music, like I will hands down pick music every time. Just because there's certain songs and there's certain artists that like are able to tell a variety of stories with the way that they use their words. Like they have so many different type of vocabulary and everything like that, and it just kind of blows my mind that people are able to do that. And I felt like that I would be able to do that. I felt like I'd be able to do that too. And over time, like I started when I was with you and like when we were like 12, just kind of like making words rhyme. But like as time went on, I obviously what's the word? I obviously ended up perfecting the craft that I'm still getting and stuff, but I'm still evolving as time goes on. Like the songs that you've been playing, that happened like a month ago. We probably made that around a month ago and dropped it.
You dropped it about a month ago.
Yeah. And like we have a new mixtape that we're working on right now, and it's already completely different. Like the way that we sound, the beats, everything is completely different. So like we're like kind of just messing around with a lot of different things to try to find out who we. We're kind of
just messing around with a lot of sounds to kind of find our voice. So like the last album was kind of like, it's kind of chill, but this new one's gonna be a lot different. We're trying out new sounds, like I said before.
Yeah, like it was like I'm proud of it. Like I think what we released was pretty good. But like obviously we can do a lot better, and that's what this mixtape's gonna prove, and the next one's gonna be even better.
That's what I was gonna say when you said like I perfected the craft. I feel like you're just like you're gonna continually perfect like each album that you make.
I mean, I kind of contradicted myself a little bit. Because whatever. But the point is,
I totally got what you said.
Like as of now, I have a pretty good idea of like what I want to be doing.
Right.
With this
whole project that you guys
yes,
got. Yeah.
Yes.
I like the name Two Types though. I think you changed your name. I think you originally had your own SoundCloud.
It was originally mine, and then I figured
we both were kind of individual artists at first, and then when we made that collaboration album, we realized that we should probably just make like a rap duo. So Two Types kind of came up as we're two different type of people,
and like we have two different types of sides, and like there's always two sides to every story. And like we try to tell a story every time, like whether it makes sense or not.
Right.
Like we're telling a story, and like you see it from his point of view, you see it from my point of view. You hear his voice is different, mine's different, our word plays are different, flow, everything is different. So there's two types of. It's just two types. It's basic, but kind of creative at the same time.
No, I totally get it. It's basic but creative. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So then that's how you guys started making music together. Like you just kind of like.
Yeah.
Did you guys both start individually and then find each other? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Very cool. All right. And then why did you guys... Okay, well, we know why you guys chose the name Two Types, but why did you guys choose your names, Foolish, Teller, Two Types, stuff like that?
I picked Teller because I think that artists nowadays aren't really like lyrically creative, and they just rap about the same stuff over and over again. So I picked the name Teller because it's kind of like a storyteller. Like when I make music, I want to tell a story, and you can hear me and you can feel what I like, the pain and the emotion that I can give into my music. And I picked the name Teller because like it's different from everybody else's name.
Yeah, it's not Lil Teller or something like that.
Right.
I can make a Lil Teller. You want me
to? You could do Lil Teller.
Prefer if you did not, but. All right, and then Foolish.
Yeah, well, I picked that name just because.
It's kind of foolish.
I mean, like you've known me, everybody here has known me for a long time, right. And I'm very, very stupid and very outgoing, almost to the point where like I'm, I am foolish, like I am a foolish person, and I figured I wanted to pick a name that kind of defined me as a person. More or less than the alter ego that I have from like Foolish and Chris, you know what I mean? Right. But I kind of want to like combine the two, so why not? And it's also kind of cool because a lot of the things that I rap about aren't foolish things. Yeah, they're not. Like usually, like when you were to like if you were anybody and you were just like, oh, did you ever hear Foolish's new song? But like you've never heard it, you know what I mean? And they would just be like, that's probably gonna sound stupid because his name's Foolish. But like no, I actually talk about, it's kind of just like a contradictory type of thing. If I said that right, I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
I totally get what you're saying because you never think of like somebody that's named Foolish making very serious and down to heart music. You know what I mean?
Like of course, me and him have certain songs that are just kind of like about whatever, but like you have to have fun with whatever you're doing. So that's why like the Foolish part also kind of.
Is that kind of why you chose like one of your like your newest song that you dropped like a week or two ago, New Era? Yeah. The first few lines is literally like screw Chris, I'm a something. Like you literally start off with just like forget that name, like I am. Like, I'm on this track.
Like this is who I want to. Like this is what I want to be. Like I don't want to be like in my mind. There's two different things that I can do. I can either not pursue music.
You're such a jerk, man. Hey, what's up, Vince?
Okay. I can either, in my mind, there's two outcomes. I can either not pursue music and just kind of work, work and make money and start a family and do the traditional thing, or I can actually pursue something that I can't even imagine is bigger than anything that I've ever even thought of, and do that. Because in my opinion, if Lil Pump can get famous and a bunch of money by saying the same word, the same word.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask.
Times.
So can you hear out of the headphones?
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
Okay,
I can hear
cool.
perfectly fine.
If he can say a single word 1,000,000 times and get paid millions of dollars for that, I'm pretty sure that me and him have a pretty good shot. And can we stop with the Gucci Gang, guys? Okay? I'm trying to make a statement.
No. I totally get what you're saying. No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, yeah. In a way, for like the first line in that new song that you were talking about, it was definitely like a, like it was like, screw Chris. I like the foolish. I like foolish.
I like that a lot.
I like that more than the idea that I would, whatever. Continue.
All right.
Sorry.
Fair enough. All right, I was going to start off with talking about the song Substance Therapy, but like you're the only artist in that song, are you?
Oh yeah, originally I was supposed to get on the track, but during that time I was more in like a positive state, and that song was really deep and emotional, and I couldn't really
Fair enough.
put myself in that atmosphere. And Chris was like, he was going through a tough time, so I was like, you know what, you can just do this on your own. I know you can do it. So then he just killed it, honestly.
Nice.
I know. I killed it.
I know I did.
Don't hype yourself too
I'm
much.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thanks.
All right. Oh, actually, yeah, you know what? I'm going to ask, I'll start with you. So to talk about the song Telephone Calls, like I just kind of put meaning, why, and theme, you know what I mean? So my main question is like, this seems like it's about one singular person or like one person's story, but do you guys have similar like...
See, that's the interesting thing because he actually wrote, here, do you want to
explain the song?
I can explain it, but I feel like I'm talking way too much.
No, you're fine.
So like I feel like I know, but you're not really saying much.
All right, so basically Telephone Calls, it's about not like one person, but it's about like the father issues that we have together, because both of our fathers aren't really in our lives that much. They're not the father figure that we thought they would be.
Right.
And I saw the instrumental or beat online, and
You looked at the song?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
The song. Anyways, it was called Telephone Calls. So then I added like an actual telephone ringing in the song, which made it more interesting, because like when I was younger, my dad used to always leave me voicemails. I would never call him back because I didn't like him for the longest time, and he would just always leave me voicemails and voicemails. So I wrote it like as a response to his voicemail. I haven't responded to it yet. I just.
Huh?
Okay.
Sorry. Hello. Oh, you're done? Okay. Okay. Well,
Okay.
all right. Bye.
All right, goodbye. Anyways, so I kind of wrote it as a response, and I think that since I did it in a musical form, I was able to express myself a lot better than I thought I could do on an actual voicemail.
Right. Okay. And you definitely did. I really like your verse in that song.
Yeah, and basically, I wrote my verse, but see, like the interesting thing is, I originally wrote my verse for me because it's the opposite. I call my dad, and he doesn't answer.
Oh, wow.
And I leave him voicemails.
Okay, but then you still played as your dad.
But he doesn't answer me.
Right.
So I did it in his point of view, which also intertwined with his verse, because I did my dad's point of view because I I always call him, and I try to get in touch with him. Well, not anymore, really. Now I kind of gave up on that.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the lyrics. I'm like, yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah, but so like when I started off and I say, "Son, I'm gonna call you shortly. I hope that you don't ignore me." Like I kind of made that as like a hypocritical type of thing, because like now I do ignore him because he's ignored me time and time and time again, and he would tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm coming to see you this weekend," and would never show up. You know what I mean? So in a way, it's interesting how me and him both have like like I guess daddy issues, you can call it.
Oh my God.
But like, yeah, right. But yeah, it's just interesting how me and him were able to kind of do that in that way, because I didn't know, because at the time we didn't know what verses we were writing for each other.
Right.
Because like he made the verse and he said, "All right, I'm done," and like I didn't hear it yet. And
continue.
I didn't hear it yet. And then he didn't hear mine either. And then like once like we just did it, like I thought it was very interesting how like it both kind of like worked out that way.
You doing okay over there, Bryce? You're okay. All right, cool. All right. But yeah, dude, I really, really, really like that song because I like how now knowing like the fact that your positions like with your fathers are kind of opposite, it totally mixes with the song like so much better and makes it like when you think about it, it flows much better. Like that's really, really, really cool. But so yeah, you guys talked all about that. So
thank you.
Now we talked on the phone like 2 weeks ago. Last week about having an interview over the phone. That didn't work out. But
no.
We talked about the song "Born to Be" because I didn't really listen to that song so much. So then you explained it to me. But so meaning, theme, and why you basically told me already. But explain it. Like, what are your goals? Stuff like that. Like, I literally just wrote questions around like what you kind of told me. So like, what are your goals for like? You know what I mean? Because you said "Born to Be" is kind of like what you're destined to be, or what you kind of want to like do with this whole project.
Like it's kind of "Born to Be" was basically, it was kind of just like a song to kind of like be like, you know, it's to kind of like pre-flex on people a little bit.
Pre-flex.
Yeah.
It's
that's what
like,
I noticed. Yeah.
You know what
like,
I mean?
Because like both of us aren't rich at all.
At
so
all.
basically, "Born to Be" was kind of like. Thank you for
I really
clarifying.
had
Thank you
to
for
emphasize at all.
Yeah, so like that song's kind of like we're destined to make money, no matter what, no matter how hard we work. We're gonna get up there at some point, no matter what time in our lives. We're gonna be there.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
But it
that's
was
basically
also
what we
like a
talked about.
pre-flex in a way, like what I said. But,
Literally, how I explain it to people, I'm like, yeah, their songs are like really like down to heart stuff like that. They're really like not sad. That's the wrong word. They're very
they're just like
deep.
emotional.
Yeah, emotional and deep lyrics.
You can connect to it a lot.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
we try
Like
to
it
do.
doesn't even matter like where you come from. At some point, like you can feel, like I feel like hopefully like you can feel like what we're talking about. and
Yeah,
what we're
absolutely.
saying.
Because I mean, I kind of felt it just from knowing you personally. So
Right.
like, I mean, but my when I tell people like, yeah, I'm having my friends over like on for an interview on my show, and they're like, oh, what are they? I'm like they're rappers, and like their first thoughts are probably like oh, they're mumble rap trash.
Right.
But
That's why I had to tell
Yeah.
that woman earlier. I was like, well, it's not the generic
hip
hop rap. Like
Yeah.
it's different.
It's definitely different. And the one thing that I tell people is like, it's not flexing, like, but it's not flexing, but they're basically saying like they're gonna make it big at some point. Like they know that like what they're doing, stuff like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's not stereotypical and stuff like that. So, what was the next question? If and when you guys become big, so like years down the road, what do you hope to accomplish? Like what is your biggest goal, do you think? Like when it comes to making music? Can you know Woody Woodpecker my
Honestly, I don't know about him, but I'm gonna let him go.
I honestly, I think my biggest goal is like I always wanted to be, you know, wealthy in my life. So as soon as like if I do or if I become wealthy, I like to like just live a good lifestyle for once, because the way I'm living now honestly isn't the best. You know, I'd like to help my mom out because I'm very generous with her and I love her to death, to be honest. So.
Well, yeah, same here. I mean, but you know, wealth is definitely it's a bonus more or less for me.
Yeah.
My thing is like my ultimate goal is to just like the reason why I want to make it big is not because I will get paid a lot of money and like people will know me and I will be, you know, I made a name for myself.
Right.
It's not really that. It's more like I want hopefully everybody someday to like listen, to just listen.
Right.
Like just listen to my music. That's it. And if I can help like one of any of those people through any kind of hard time, like that's it. Like obviously wealth is a big part of it, but to me that's more of a bonus than
Right.
Cuz like
You're making Teller here look a little selfish. But,
how am I making him
I'm
look
kidding.
selfish?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Whoa. I'm not
Whoa,
attacking
listen.
you. Look, it's fine. he asked me and I gave him
No.
an honest
I totally
answer.
no. I get both sides totally. Like you're saying wealth is a bonus, but wealth is what you want, so that way you can live a better lifestyle for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's huge. Like that is like the most important part, really.
Right, like it's not like, oh yeah, I just want to make music and stuff just so I can buy a Rari. Like it's not It's not that.
I mean, a
Buy a
Rari.
Rari.
I mean, a Rari is.
Yeah,
I'm probably
Ferrari
gonna buy a
isn't
Rari,
bad.
but like, that's not the reason. And like Rolexes are nice too. I'm probably gonna buy a Rolex because I have a G-Shock right now, but it's
Yes.
it's not a Rolex.
It's not.
It's just a white Yeah, he is a G-Shock. Like G-Shocks are like bootleg Rolex.
Nice. They're
Right.
like they look like they're just like rubber Rolexes.
Right, and I'm tired of wearing fake diamond studs. Like, where the real diamonds at? You know what I mean?
Where the real diamond. Fair enough. Okay. I think this is just kind of an add-on question if you guys didn't answer this. Is there a place, show, or venue you hope to perform at? Like, is there anything that you guys want to perform at? Because I know, like, if I had, like...
Oh, God, Madison Square Garden, come on. Like, what?
Fair enough.
The
fair
biggest area ever? Like, what?
Fair enough,
There's
yeah.
so many people there.
I got you.
Just interrupted.
Same thing?
Yeah,
Just-
I agree.
No. Like, that's rightfully so. Like, I should have thought, like, oh, probably Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
that
why'd you
or
even
like
ask us that question?
I-
You knew the response.
Yeah,
either
whatever,
that
whatever.
or yo, we could totally make like New Year's Eve lit. Like if we were to perform at Times Square, that would be crazy. Can you imagine that? Like everybody's like falling asleep. Like, oh, dude, it's like 11:30.
No,
I don't
think
really
Steve
wanna
Harvey-
watch
I
the
think
ball.
Steve Harvey did good this year. So.
Steve
Yeah,
Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Okay, but like he's not two types. You know what I mean? Like he did okay, but he didn't
Dude,
do.
Steve Harvey can bust out some bars whenever he wants. Dude, I guarantee his mustache can drop some mad fire. No, what was I saying? Max, now do you mind? He doesn't
He's
mind.
fine.
All right,
He's
so
fine.
yeah, he's fine there. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh, I said. So you guys pretty much talked about it, but is there any additional things you want to say about substance therapy? Like why the name of substance therapy? Like the album itself, not just the track, like the
Okay.
entire mixtape or album, wherever you put it.
Well, my mom is probably listening because I sent her the link. So hi, mom.
Hey, mom.
Yeah, right. So she'll remember this. In high school, I was going through a really tough time,
Yeah.
and I, ended up getting into stupid stuff, and my mom found out. And like
Uh-huh.
it wasn't just like the minor things that high school people like it was other stuff.
All right.
So my mom.
I mean, there was rumors about it. I didn't believe it. Like
Well,
because it's a secondary source. Like, unless you tell me, like,
Right,
I'm not gonna
like-
believe it.
Like like I don't know if I'm allowed to really like say
I mean,
what I did, but
here,
more
just
or less.
say it in like 3 seconds. Ready, go.
hi. Yeah. So like it was just I was using a bunch of different things to kind of cope with a lot of my problems, and my mom, being the wonderful mother that she is, she actually put me in the counseling to
Okay.
talk about my problems because she wanted me to not use certain things to
Right.
cope with those problems. So she thought talking about it would be better.
Yeah, there was a time like last semester, like I needed to talk to somebody, so I went straight to the. So I went straight. Max, please. This is a serious conversation, and
I know.
he writes "Hi, Mom" on a green piece of paper and puts it in the window.
Just slaps it on the window.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, I needed to talk to somebody, so I just went to the ESU counselors, and it helps like a lot to talk about yourself.
See, with me, it didn't really help.
Right.
Because
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But music is actually what kind of helps me the most. So, but the thing is, why it's called substance therapy is because, well, me and him have both kind of been there. You know what I mean?
Really?
But he's never had to go to counseling for it. So my thing is, it has two different meanings to it. Because
Right.
substance therapy, you're using substances to cope with the problems that you're dealing with. But then substance therapy, like I had to talk to a counselor about
Your
the substances that I was using
Right.
and stuff like that. So like in a way it kind of goes hand in hand like that.
Right. And so like I guess in a sense like your new like the new substance that you are for to like cope with these things is like your music.
Yeah.
So music is in a sense your
yeah,
substance.
music to us is like a form of therapy. It helps calms us down. It helps make us like understand a lot of things we never really could when we put them in the lyrics. Because like it's more like writing music is more of like a poetry. So when you write it, you can be very creative with it, and like we write stuff that we never thought we were actually thinking at the time.
Right. Anyway, so.
All right.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, no,
the
but
noise
yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. Like I kind of assumed that was like the answer, but I didn't know like it went like that far, that like deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. And I like the fact that you guys are making music that actually is like meaningful and actually like you
Like
put your heart into it.
like we're actually making music.
Yeah,
like
music how music should be made.
Right,
not,
like rap and hip hop nowadays. That's not
Gucci gang,
that's
Gucci
not
gang,
really
Gucci gang,
music.
Gucci
Yeah,
gang,
like
Gucci gang,
Gucci gang is not. That's not music. Like
Yeah.
the beat, very nice beat. But like, who are you to go on
just
a mic
ruin
and
it
just
entirely.
like,
who are you to just tarnish the hip hop name? That's so funny. All right, now, so I talked about that. So I can assume that like, okay, so you already talked about.
Go ahead.
Please stop, Max, please.
We have a #1 fan. That's crazy. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we also have a. We actually no, he's second. That's our #1 fan right there. But that's
Wow.
that's a literal fan, by the way. It's a literal fan.
Good job.
It's a literal fan. Is he taping him to the? Yeah, he taped him to the window. So
That's good.
So you already kind of talked about how you were like in a good state of mind when this song was being made. Substance Therapy for the album. Or mixtape, however you put it, Substance Therapy.
You
It's
can call it an album. That makes it sound professional.
It's called an album on SoundCloud, so I just assumed, but
I made it. I made it as an album
nice
because it sounded nice.
It sounds
Got 'em.
nice. So got him. Anyway, so yeah, you guys already talked about it, but what's like the meaning behind you writing the rest of it? Like you said that you were in a right state of mind. You didn't really like need it as a coping method at the time.
Yeah.
But like, what was your purpose of writing it? Like, you said you weren't like
What, the song?
Yeah, the song itself. Like,
Oh.
what's the meaning behind it? Really, is it just like a bunch of different?
Well, it's just kind of like how I was feeling like during that period of time. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even like going back in the past or anything like that. Like it was just kind of like how I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And towards the end of the song, when I'm saying like all this stuff, like I say I can't go back, no relapse, I won't allow it, stuff like that. Basically saying like I'm not gonna go back to my old habits,
Right.
Because I know that that's horrible for me. But then at the very last line of that song is I have to like I'll be right back after this, but I gotta go fill my cup.
Right.
Like I just automatically like after saying all of it over and over and over again, saying like, oh, I'm gonna be able to beat this, I'm not gonna go back to it. But like right at the end of it, I went right back to it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, I don't know. It's just a very, I don't know. I like talking about stuff like that though.
Mm-hmm.
I like making music about stuff like that. It's very, like I feel like it hits home for a lot of people because like, I know I'm not the only one that struggled with stuff like this.
Yeah.
I know that there's millions of people out there that struggle, and like, if I can help one of them, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, that's all that I really care about.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. But
Word up.
What's really funny is I literally
Sorry. Go ahead.
what's really funny What's really funny is you actually quoted yourself, I can't go back, I can't relapse, I will not allow it. That's literally what I have quoted on my sheet of paper, and I was going to ask you, like, if you're okay with answering, have you had a substance abuse problem before? And that's like...
I wouldn't say... Yeah, I would say yeah. I would say yeah, just because... What?
I don't know, I heard giggling
on?
or something in the next room, but that's okay.
Oh,
but,
I don't know, I thought I heard like a...
Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
I thought, but continue.
Okay, anyway. I would say so. I mean,
Right.
it wasn't, you know, like an addiction,
Right.
like physically.
But it wasn't the right therapeutic method.
Right.
Okay.
Like I look to that kind of stuff in the past mainly because that's all I've ever really known. It's
Right.
like what I've grown up with most of the time.
Just trying to be serious.
And yeah, like you asked me a serious question and you're making faces.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I've really known, because I have a stepbrother at my dad's house, and he introduced me to a lot of that stuff.
Right.
And
yeah, I was actually there one day. We were on the bus, and you were like, "Hey, I got this stuff," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. So, I know. I was very stupid with it, by even doing it in the first place, obviously. But,
yeah, they're asking about filming the interview.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, so it's just, I would say that I did have like I would say like mentally, I was definitely mentally addicted to just being on something.
Right.
Just something. Doesn't matter what it is or who I got it from, like just something.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
Like, I don't physically need anything. And I never really physically needed anything.
Right.
Besides like food and water, obviously. But
no.
yeah, actually, surprisingly.
But the other line I actually wrote down was, "Mother, I apologize. Brother, I idolize. Father, I recognize." And I just kind of put, it looks like a test right now, but it just says the word "explain," period. And then like,
yeah, and then after that I say, "This life I despise," and
this
stuff.
life I despise. Yeah. But like those words specifically, like I have an idea of why you put like, "Mother, I apologize. Brother, I idolize," and like, what was the other thing it said?
Father, I recognize.
Yeah, well, you kind of answered like the one, but like the "brother I idolize" part, like he did. Is that because he introduced you to some of your...
No, not him.
Oh, is he... Wait,
Troy.
It's Troy?
Troy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because Troy is very young. He's 13. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's very innocent, and he really doesn't do anything wrong. He really doesn't.
Yeah.
But like, I envision myself and him... That was cute.
What? Tor needed a good shot.
I envision him, like, and me as completely different people, and I feel like my mom kind of sees it that way too, because like I was very, very difficult to raise, I feel like, growing up, but like given the circumstances, like how would I be easily raised, you know?
You were difficult as a friend. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm kidding.
I'll walk out of here right now.
I'm kidding. I'm
just kidding. Anyway, point is, you know, so in a way I idolize him. Like, even though he's younger than me, I still more or less look up to him because you know, he knows everything that's ever happened with me.
Right.
And he knows when my mom's caught me with different things. He knows all of that.
Right.
And you know, and like he knows how bad I was doing in school all the time because I just didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like in a way I idolize him even though he's only 13. I still look up to him in a way because like I could have been him. Like I could have been good grades, just do what I got to do and then just get out of school. Like I could have been that, but I wasn't that. I don't want to do school, so I'm not going to do school, but like I should do school, but no. You know what I mean? So that was basically just saying like I respect him more than I kind of respect myself. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, Troy is such a good kid. He's such a good. Like
he's you know, he can be a smart aleck at times, but he's a very good kid.
Yeah, I remember seeing him like. I know, right? There's two signs that popped up while Chris was talking that says, "This is my last sign." The next sign says, "For now." It's so dumb.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Tori. How are you doing tonight? You're doing great. That's great. That's awesome. Tori's just recording my show for a little project. Everyone's doing like a slideshow or something like that, and you just wanted to put your own little like your own little thing, your own little sprinkle in there. You go. Yeah. So, what was my other question? This is really awkward. Oh yeah. So really quick, because we only have like 13 minutes left. I'm gonna play the last song that I stopped playing because Max made a good point that I'm playing all of them in a row. I should just kind of like space them out. Because I was gonna ask you about the meaning of this song, but I'll have everyone listen to it first. So, I gotta type in my password. Oh, this is so awkward. All right.
Look at how professional we are.
Dude, I'm the most professional person at this station.
I'm not saying you're not. I agree with you 100%. I am on your side.
I'm wearing a mom hat.
Professional.
I'm wearing a hat that says mom. I'm kidding, Max. Relax. All right. That rhymed. Can I be a part of your group? No, I'm just kidding.
You have the skill. It's obvious.
I have the skill. It's very obvious. This is my last sign. Max, don't.
Alrighty.
If you put up another sign right now, don't. No, I know he has something there.
No. A.
No, I
Max?
see. Oh, it's the same sign from before. Never mind.
Oh gosh.
Where's he getting this from?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's pulling signs out and putting them on the. Anyway, so this is the song. So that way I can go yell at Max. This is the song "Where I Stand" by Double I Types. All right, enjoy.
Double I types.
I care more about it. I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna turn back all the mics. I was not prepared for that. So.
God.
Putting my headphones in.
We on?
All right. Is this playing right now?
We
All
own.
right. We own. All right. We own. All right. So I'm just gonna.
Dominoes.
Did somebody say Dominoes?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Did somebody say Dominoes? Is that what you just said to me?
Yeah, it's an
inside joke.
well, it's from an album, not ours, but
Oh, okay.
go ahead.
Fair
Copyright.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, that is trademarked. So now talk about that song, Tony. where I stand. Like where did your ideas for some of the lyrics in there come from? You know, you talk about like.
Honestly, truthfully, that was like one of the first songs I ever wrote after what's it called?
It's just a banger.
After
beat.
telephone calls or
No, what's it called? Can you think of my own?
Without
Oh,
a doubt.
without a doubt.
No.
No?
The first one we made.
No, it wasn't without a. Do I have to go on SoundCloud?
I'm
right
pretty
now?
sure it was without a
No,
doubt.
it wasn't without it. Oh yeah, it is without a doubt. After without a doubt, that was just kind of lyrics that just kept popping in my head that I just kept thinking about, to be honest. And
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last sentence? I'm sorry.
uh,
I'm sorry because these guys. Please, Max. I would prefer if you did not. All right, now. Continue.
all right. Truthfully, there isn't really like a lot of meaning behind it because it was just me kind of testing my flow because he's been rapping for many, many years. I honestly just started not too long ago.
Since 8th grade, I really want you to stop, Max. Please. Did you let the dogs out? He put a sign out that says "Who?" It's just because my
Woof.
Max.
He said wolf.
That's hilarious.
I'm about to give him a bone in a minute.
Boom.
Boom. All right, now continue. Continue.
Yeah, that was kind of just me testing my wordplay and to see how creative I can.
All right, he's just telling me that he's done.
Okay, all right, just to see how creative I can truthfully get with my words and my flow and my craft. Because honestly, that was like second song I've ever. Yeah, there's a mic there. Watch out.
I just hit the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was just
Sorry.
me kind of testing new sounds because that was only the second song I ever made. And yeah. You got it.
What's really funny is I'm gonna post this soon, but I'm recording that, so that's gonna be some funny footage to look back
Yeah.
on. All right.
Wait, what do you want? You want me to talk
Yeah.
about mine then?
If you would like to.
I mean, it's just a banger, B.
It's a banger, B.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a
Yeah,
banger,
really,
B.
it was just us,
It
like,
was just
throwing
kind of us
words
just kind of
together.
throwing things together, seeing like.
I mean, if I could think of the lyrics, I can like explain some of it. But truthfully, like it's just
it's
Right.
more of it is just it is what it is.
yeah, songs like Substance Therapy and Telephone Calls. Those like I
The
can
whole
remember
song
those
has
because,
meaning,
Yeah,
but, like,
storytelling. Yeah.
we only have like very few lines in that song that actually means anything.
Right. All right. Well, all right, we're coming up on the end. We have about like 7 minutes left, and we're probably gonna keep shooting back and
Just
forth
gonna
until
ask
the end.
random questions now.
Can you do that again? Actually.
All right, we have 7 minutes, and this is what we're gonna waste. It
Yeah,
on
yeah.
right now.
just making random noises into the microphone. All right. So anything else? Anything you guys want to say? Anything you want to ask me or something? I don't know. Like anything? Any shout outs? Any
Look
plugs?
us up on SoundCloud.
Can you not blow people's speakers out like now? All right.
Wait, actually, no. Follow me on Instagram at FoolishRapper610.
Foolish Rapper 610 on Instagram.
FoolishRapper610. No spaces, no caps, no anything like that. It's just FoolishRapper610. That's it. Lowercase numbers though.
What? Wait,
Can you not? All right. So now
All right,
moving
yeah,
on.
it's just regular case. So go ahead.
Regular case.
Yo, yes. Regular case numbers, like normal size.
I don't have anything to say really. So
To anything to plug? Anything at all? Anything you want to? All right. Well, there's some things I'll plug for you. Okay, they're coming out with new music on April 28th. So.
I took that the wrong way.
I'm sorry.
So did I. I was like, wow.
Oh wait, I just realized. Oops.
I guess.
Sorry. So anyway,
We all just.
nothing happened. So. This is so bad. This is
cool,
so
though.
bad.
It's cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Anyway, so
Totally.
I love the show. Anyway, so you guys just recently came out with a new song for you said at the end of your song New Era that you released like about a week ago. Anyway, so
Wow.
that was don't talk to me. Anyway, so
Okay.
you guys released a song called New Era, and at the end you said New Era April 28th.
Yes.
What is that? Is that like an upcoming album, or is that just
Yeah.
like okay?
The album is called New Era.
Okay. And then is that song going to be like
It's
also
gonna
featured in it?
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
the first
of course.
song.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's hot.
All right,
It's
don't-
hot.
It's hot.
No, yeah, it's gonna be it'll be like the intro.
Okay, cool. Very cool. And you know what I noticed? You used that beat for that song in like a different
Oh yeah,
different
all
way.
right.
did.
So the way we got it was, I was on Chris's SoundCloud because I listened to his music because I'm a really close friend. Like, why wouldn't friends really want to do that? And I heard the song Apathy, and I liked his lyrics, but I liked the beat the most.
I
So
will
was,
not be able to clean that up for you.
That's totally okay.
There is no way I can clean that song up.
Yeah, so I kind of liked the
Oh.
beat, and I was searching for like a week because I was just trying to find like where he got it from, and I finally found it. And I just went off. Like I
Alright.
tested a whole
Yeah.
new flow, everything.
And I
like,
figured that I would try to challenge myself and write to the same beat that I already know all the words to and try to make a completely different song out of it. And to me, if you listen to both the songs, they sound exactly different regardless of the
Oh,
beat.
yeah.
Like they sound completely different. I think I said exactly different.
You said exactly something. You
said
said
exactly
exactly
different
complete.
twice, and
you
I was
said
like, wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah. You said
I meant
exactly
completely different.
You said
for the
exactly,
8
completely,
people that are
absolutely,
listening.
absolutely something. Like you said, like
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Don't talk to me. All right. So, he said duty. He said duty.
Oh, did you get the new Call of Duty?
I did not.
I didn't either.
I'm.
What?
What? Are you just saying like? Did you
I'm
get
just
the new
trying
Call?
to start conversation right now.
How's the weather today?
All right.
kinda
So,
muggy
any
out.
questions you want to ask us?
Oh, I have a
More?
question.
Like,
I
just
actually,
generic
I have
questions.
a question
Oh, really?
actually.
All right, we're all talking over each other. But continue.
I actually haven't used the purple shotgun yet from Fortnite.
All right. Anyways,
the heavy shotgun?
So,
I was just wondering.
I
if
know
it
what you're
was
talking
good.
about. It's really nice. So,
Oh, is it really?
is it re-
okay.
yeah.
I haven't actually. It's not good. Is it garbage?
Is it?
All right.
No, I think it's pretty good.
Nah, he likes the green pump and like attack and like he'll just go crazy.
dude, they're coming out
with
with
it.
the
Really?
heat-seeking rocket.
Hey, do you want to?
So
I
pumped.
really don't want to keep talking about Fortnite.
All right.
anymore.
Anyways, yeah.
Literally, I can make a show called Fortnite Talk. How's it going, guys? Or how's it going, Max?
Guys,
What's up? Fortnite? Hello?
He heard Fortnite from down the hallway. He was like, "What?"
Hey, you wanna carry me at one point?
All right. Anyways,
I am garbage. But,
anyways,
yeah. So yeah, new stuff coming out on April 28th. You said. New
yes,
stuff. All right.
yes.
New stuff.
I started zoning out. My
All right.
bad.
All right.
it's a month from now. God, we gotta get working.
You gotta get working.
I mean, I'm like already done with all my verses.
Congrats.
All right, well, me and Tony have to talk about some things now.
That's it. Two types doesn't exist no more. That's it.
It's just me.
Yeah. How
And
did
him.
two types break up? Well, they went on this interview, and they started talking about Fortnite.
And then everything just kind of hit the fan.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show, and I'm really glad I found your stuff. And then Chris, I'm really glad that. I'm
my
really
bad.
glad that
I didn't know what you were
I'm really
doing.
glad that I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna do a nice one, and you just.
I'm sorry. But no, it's nice to reconnect with you and stuff like that. Like that,
Definitely.
it's awesome, very cool, and it's very nice seeing. And you know, I didn't know. Like I was thinking, like.
It's right, not-
He goes, and you.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Listen, I'm so tired. It's so hot in here,
Yeah,
actually.
I know, right?
But you're wearing a sweatshirt and a hood. You haven't even taken that hood down yet. and
I'm
it's so hot.
comfy.
All right. Well,
sweating.
like I was thinking, like, does he have any tattoos? And then you show me your arm, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. And What was I saying? You've been listening to 90.3 WESS, East Stroudsburg University, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We should just like clip that as like a sound effect, similar to the one I grabbed earlier. But
yeah, we won't talk about that.
we won't talk about that. But
I mean, yeah, if you ever want us to come back, I had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And we always like to have live performers here on the radio as well. So like, wow, my voice. So my voice just died like halfway through. But so if you guys ever want to come and perform like any songs from Substance Therapy or anything like that, or want to give us like, if it's right before when your songs come out, like give us a little sneak peek, like give us like one of the tracks off your new album and stuff like that. That'd be really cool.
Will do.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
What did you just realize?
The camera has been shooting an angle that's been covering your face
like
the entire time.
Has it really?
So,
well, that's really awkward.
That's all right. I like to be mysterious, so nobody will
I should
really
put your
know who I
Instagram
am.
out. So what do you?
I gotta go.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to 90. Thank you for listening to 90.3 WESS, East Stroudsburg University, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. This has been the Doghouse, the show that needs no. You'll all know what this is all about when I actually post the video of this. Hopefully on one of my social medias.
You like honey buns?
All right, I'm gonna go.
yeah, you can go. All right. Well, is Josh Coleman here? Is he doing his show?
I guess that's a no for honey buns then.
He's not here.
We'll get honey buns.
That's a bummer. We'll get honey buns.
Yeah, me and him are gonna get them because like you didn't even say anything about
I don't
it.
even know what honey buns are.
What are you talking about?
All right, we'll talk about this later.
No.
Thank you for listening to the Doghouse, the show that needs no intro. We talk about anything and play just about everything. Above the ceiling, the roof is missing. So thank you all for listening. And
that means
please
we blew the roof off this place.
You know what? That's got to be the new intro. We like.
You said that like 3 times before you went on.
Did you actually?
Wow. All right, tell her out.
All right, tell her out.
Tell her out.
Foolish gonna. No, I don't know. Do something foolish. I don't know.
Do something foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Don't do anything foolish right now, or you might get me kicked off. So.
Oh, all right.
Now. All right, now.
Yeah. That's my outro.
All right.
Peace out.
Now enjoy some
Thank
BBC radio. Thank you all for listening.
BBC on WFMZ, The Hawk.
WFMZ.
Stop advertising other.